Hello, welcome back to Mansfield's Film Podcast. On today's episode, we'll be reviewing Interstellar, written and directed by Christopher Nolan, with the help of his younger brother, Jonathan Nolan, who wrote some of it as well. It was produced by his wife, Emma Thomas, and they worked together and they created the production company Syncope Films together, and they have a nice house together and a nice family together, and Jonathan sometimes comes around in the afternoons and they write together. I enjoyed Interstellar. Jack Riddle said that he appreciates the visuals of Nolan rather than the stories of Nolan, but I like both. Boris says that Inception is weak, but I like Inception. I think it's a good movie. It's a movie that moves me. It's a movie that's trying to move me, and it does so successfully. But that's enough about Inception. Did I mention we're reviewing Interstellar? I saw Interstellar at IMAX and I paid $23, and I sat down in my seat, and my girlfriend and my girlfriend's sister was still out. Sorry, it was my girlfriend's brother. They were out getting popcorn, and I just couldn't wait. I had to go in because I knew the film was going to start soon, and it did, and they missed the first 15 seconds. If you don't like changing aspect ratios, you're not going to like Interstellar. It changes aspect ratios 307 times between CinemaScope and 16:9. I believe the justification behind this by Mr. Nolan was that he shot the outside stuff on IMAX 70mm cameras, and then the internal inside on CinemaScope cameras. I found Anne Hathaway distracting. Very distracting. You can't just be talking all this science stuff and then bring up love as a concept. It's jarring. It's fucking jarring. Like, we need to build up to that. Otherwise, we're just going to laugh at you when you bring up love as a you've gone through a lot of training. I just don't understand how you can, in that scenario, you can honestly bring it up and not expect to be treated like a joke. Anne Hathaway, how did you get into Christopher Nolan's reoccurring cast list on Wikipedia? How did you do it, Anne? How did you fucking do it? I thought Batman was a one-off. When's Maggie Gyllenhaal gonna get back into a Christopher Nolan film? Why wasn't she in Interstellar? She did a good job at replacing Katie Holmes in The Dark Knight Rises. What about Jake Gyllenhaal? When's he gonna get a fucking go? Hey? When's he gonna get a go at being in Memento? You know? Interstellar. I give Interstellar an 8.7, but then deducted it by 0.4. Because Murph doesn't have a chin cleft. And Jessica Chastain has a chin cleft. That's a continuity error. Whose fault is it though? Is it casting or is it Nolan's? Or is it no one's? Is it Nolan's or is it no one's? Or isn't it a problem at all? I mean, they look similar enough. Should I really get held up on that cleft? That cleft? That just on the... Just when you're making the jump from with age from one actor to another, there is a suspension of reality, and God knows this film calls for some suspension of reality. There's a hell of a lot of leap of faith in this film. I mean, I'm not gonna let it worry me though. I'm not gonna think about it anymore. Thank you for listening to Mansfield's film podcast for another week. We'll probably be doing another film next week, so tune in then.